Imagine a world where the dollar no longer shows up every time someone buys a barrel of oil. No dramatic collapse. No single headline that changes everything overnight. Just quietly, fewer forced dollar transactions, more deals in yuan, rupees, or local currencies. This already happened. In March 2026, Reuters reported Gulf states are actively reassessing the petrodollar arrangement. Saudi Arabia, the UAE, countries that once anchored the entire system, now quietly exploring alternatives. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a strategic realignment hiding in plain sight. To understand why this matters, you need to go back to 1871, when Nixon killed the gold standard. The dollar lost its metallic anchor overnight. America needed a new reason for the world to keep using its currency. Then the 1973 oil shock hit, and a deal was quietly struck. Oil priced in dollars. Dollars recycled into US Treasury bonds. This petrodollar recycling loop turned energy trade into financial gravity. If you're Japan, India, South Korea, you need oil. Oil costs dollars, so you hold dollars, always. And those Gulf exporters, they park their surpluses in US assets, feeding Wall Street with every barrel sold. The IMF confirms it. The BIS confirms it. Dollar invoicing dominated global commodity trade for decades. But now in 2026, that conveyor belt is wobbling. Jason, do you even know what petrodollars are?
Bro, is that like a crypto thing? Sounds kinda underground.
It's the reason your sneakers, your phone, everything you import is priced in US dollars.
Wait, so like, oil decides my phone price? That's actually low-key wild.
Every time a country buys oil, they need dollars first. That's artificial demand for the US currency.
So the US is basically charging rent on being alive? No cap, that's genius.
Genius. Until people stop paying it. And in 2026, that's exactly what's starting to happen.
Okay, I'm listening. Don't skip anything this time.
China and Russia now settle oil trades in yuan, bypassing dollar rails entirely. India buys Russian oil in rupees. The UAE experiments with UN settlements for Chinese imports. These aren't rogue states anymore. These are trillion-dollar economies writing new rules. Here's what really changes when oil moves out of dollars. US sanctions lose their bite. Sanctions work because dollar trade flows through American-controlled systems, SWIFT, Fedwire, US correspondent banks. The dollar isn't just a currency. It's a surveillance network and a financial weapon. But every yuan oil deal that routes through CIPS, China's payment system, is a deal Washington can't see. The Petroyuan isn't ready to replace the dollar. But it doesn't have to be. It just needs to be useful enough. Gulf producers are selling more oil to Asia than to the West for the first time in modern history. And Asia is asking, why do we need to buy dollars just to buy oil from our neighbors? Global central banks have already trimmed their dollar holdings from 71% in 2000 to around 58% by 2024. It's slow. It's technical. But that is exactly how monetary empires fracture, not with a bang, but with boring paperwork.
Okay, wait, so if the Gulf stops selling oil in dollars, what happens to my savings?
Slower erosion. Fewer automatic buyers for US Treasury bonds. Higher borrowing costs for America.
So like, US debt gets more expensive? Isn't that kind of bad for everyone?
Exactly. Less dollar demand means America has to offer more to attract buyers. That hits mortgages, car loans, everything.
So it's not just geopolitics, it literally hits my rent and my credit card rate?
The dollar's privilege isn't just political, it's financial. When it weakens, so does American purchasing power.
This is the thing they never taught us in school. Why is nobody talking about this?
Oh, they're talking. Just not in language designed for you to understand. That's the whole point. So what actually happens if oil stops trading mainly in dollars? Not apocalypse. Not overnight collapse. Something more important, fragmentation. More currencies in oil trade means more hedging costs, more political bargaining, more financial plumbing for everyone. The dollar doesn't disappear. It becomes one very large player in a more contested field. America still has the deepest bond market, the most trusted legal system, the most liquid derivatives markets. Those advantages are real, but the petrodollar made dollar demand automatic. That automaticity is now negotiable. And when the world's most strategic commodity starts pricing in competing currencies, reserve managers notice. Sovereign funds diversify, bilateral deals multiply. The old recycling loop thins. History tells us, monetary empires rarely collapse from a single blow. They weaken when the habits that made them unavoidable start feeling avoidable. The petrodollar sunset isn't a moment. It's a process, and in 2026 that process has begun.
Okay, Volky, so the dollar isn't dead, but it's like losing its superpower?
Exactly. It's going from being gravity unavoidable to just being the heaviest player in the room.
And the US can't just force everyone to keep using it?
It can try. Sanctions, tariffs, pressure. But the more it forces, the more countries want alternatives.
So like, the harder you grip it, the more it slips. That's kind of a vibe, actually.
That's the irony of financial empires. The tools that maintain them can also accelerate their decline.
Bro, I came here for a podcast and I accidentally learned macroeconomics.
Welcome to adulthood, Jason. It costs dollars, for now. Finally, if this changed how you see the world, hit subscribe. History has the answers. And if you want to go deeper, our full petrodollar deep dive thing, drop a comment. Do you think the dollar can hold on? Or is the multipolar monetary world already here? Like this video if you learned something they never taught you in school. Thanks for watching us and need your support. See you in the next one. Keep questioning the system.